And a very good evening to all my viewers. It's Saturday, November 2nd, 2024, 11:25 p.m. Eastern Canadian Time. And I'm going to film a night ride aboard the REM here. And what's interesting about this is usually on weekends, at least from what I've seen, maybe some of my viewers could tell me different. Usually it's platform 1, which is over there where they board. But this one is platform 2, this train. We were actually directed to platform 2 when I said platform 1 on the screen, so something interesting. Which means they switched tracks on approach to the station. So here we are getting ready to depart. And of course, as I mention usually on weekends, because it is the weekend, it is a 2-wagon REM train. So I'll be taking this all the way to Brossard Station, the end of the line. So enjoy the ride.
Bienvenue à bord du REM. Direction A1, Brossard. Prochaine station, Île des Sœurs.
Probably mentioned in previous videos that if you want to film a ride aboard the REM, this is the best time of year to do it. November, right before the snow falls. Because in the summer you have insects, of course, that form on the windshield. The windshield are full of insects in the spring and the summer, at least the beginning to middle of summer. And in winter you have, well, I guess snow and slush and antifreeze, all that fun stuff that accumulates. But November, there's no snow and there's no insects, so usually makes for a much clearer windshield or window in the front or back of the train. And hopefully by this time next year we'll be filming rides on the West Island branches, the Dumontagne branch, the Lans-la-Orme branch. So if you're a transit fan like me, it is exciting times around the corner, no pun intended. If they can be financed, that is. I think it was this time last year they started doing the acoustic ground grinding here, the acoustic ground grinding. So the acoustic grinding basically makes it much quieter. And I imagine they've done acoustic grinding on the West Island branches as well, because they know what to expect. Very quiet night tonight. Interestingly, you can hear that screeching sound, which is metal on metal. I don't remember hearing that in the early days of the REM. Sort of like your conventional heavy rail. Still very smooth, very quiet ride. A little too hot for my liking in here. I just took my sweater off. guess they've activated the heating. Probably at the stations as well. Trying to find a cleaner spot. Even though the windshield is relatively clean, it's not perfect. As we prepare to wind the bend and enter Ile des Sœurs, aka Nuns Island. Alright, here we are, final approach to Ile des Sœurs, and then we'll get to enjoy a nice ride across the Samuel de Champlain Bridge.
Station Ile des Sœurs. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit. Prochaine station, Panama.
Alright, so again, it's Saturday, November 2nd, 2024. It's 11:33 p.m. Eastern Canadian Time. And enjoy this ride across the Samuel de Champlain Bridge. The reason I put the timestamp on there is I might take this video and put it as its own separately, in addition to the full REM ride, which I'm doing now. Interestingly enough, it was so windy the other day that they had to close the REM. So it's too windy on the bridge. That would have been cool though. Imagine a windstorm going for a ride on the REM. Rocking back and forth. Panama Station. And if you are wondering, then it is indeed named after Panama, the city, because the street beside it is named after Panama, and there's also a street called Philippines. I don't think I've ever been on that overpass we just went under. Alright, here we are, Panama Station. 2 more stops to go.
Station Panama. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche.
Not sure what that announcement's for.
Prochaine station du quartier.
So Du Quartier is next to Quartier. It's amazing. It seems like yesterday I was opening weekend at the REM. I was at the opening weekend. It's amazing how fast time flies by. I know you fellow transit fans out there are excited for the West Island branches, which I mentioned earlier. Hopefully they're open by summer, but who knows, right? I find this section of the track is always the fastest. Well, it's pretty quiet, going the opposite way, where I'll be heading soon. So I'll film the ride back separately. One day I want to film a ride either from Brossard to Montreal and back, or from Montreal to Brossard and back. That'd be an interesting video to make. All on the same train, but I can only do that if I'm going from Brossard to Montreal and then Montreal to back, because you can't stay on the train at Brossard, you have to get off.
Station du quartier.
One of my
Les
favorite
portes
stations.
s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche.
One of my favorite stations on the REM. Shout out to Ryan Hector, who lives in this vicinity, lives in this sector. Ryan Hector, who lives in this sector. Kind of rhymes. Does rhyme. Interestingly enough, I think you can even see Brossard Station from here. You can certainly see the control center for the REM and the garage over there.
Prochaine station, Brossard.
Very short distance between here and Brossard Station. You know, I'm thinking, what if they just terminated here? What if they just built it to this station? Called this station Brossard. Built the garage and the control center here. There's a lot of open space. I don't know if they would have saved some money that they could have put towards something else. Maybe extra service, I don't know. You could have built the big bus terminus here, the garage, the control center, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright, so as we approach Brossard Station, as I always say, if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bells. More documenting to come, more videos to come. Thanks for watching. Oh, got some sparks. Nice. Alright, see you all soon. Thanks for watching.
Station Brossard. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
Good. Nice ride.